morning, everybody. My name is Darlene, and I have Parkinson's. I want to talk a little bit about the challenge that we've got coming up, and I also want to share some really good news. We heard that we did get the place, and we're excited to start a new chapter in our life, and I'm so excited about it. But you know what this means? This means that I get to make a bunch more lists, and nothing makes me happier than making lists and crossing things off as I do them. Makes me feel like I've accomplished something. Claudine says if I write it on one list, I might as well write it on 3 or 4 lists because, you know, it makes me happy. Now, I can't write very good. As you all know, my handwriting is very poor, but it's so small that, you know, it's really hard to make out what I read. It's common around here for me to say, can somebody tell me what I wrote here? Because I can't read it myself. It doesn't even look like English. It really doesn't. It looks like, well, Bill, I asked one thing and he said, it looks like a cat. It wasn't a picture. It was a word. We never did find out what it was. So that's just, anyway, me prattling on here. So I'm really happy, and I'm looking forward to sharing this journey with you all as well, because you're going to love the place as much as we do. I'm sure you will. Anyway, let's talk about this challenge. I thought this was going to be an easy thing, like I'd just do a little general inventory. I don't do anything easy. It could be easy, but that's not how I do things. So I went to decide, what do I have in the deep freeze? I have a tiny little deep freeze. It's like a square cube, which I don't even know how much cubic feet. What do you think that was? You don't know? I don't know how many cubic feet, but it's just like a little square thing. Anyway, you know what? Come with me. We're going to go look at it. You'll see. It's not very big at all. But I have it packed. Oops, this is a dark room. Let me just... No, let me just put this light switch on. Okay. Turn this camera on just a minute. Okay, so... I'm not very steady here. See, look, it's just a little square thing there. But... you're going to get all dizzy here. I'm sorry. It's packed up to the top. So it wasn't an easy job. It wasn't an easy job for me to have to dig all the way down to the bottom of that and find out what I had. But now I figure what I'll do, sorry about all that juggling around there. What I'll do is, as I use the stuff from it during this month, cross it off the list. And then I won't have to worry about it. I'll still have a running tab. I won't have to do that every single time. So I went through that. Now, I'm not going to read it off. It'll be very boring, but I did take a picture of it. So you can take a snapshot of it, or you can look at it and see. So you'll know what I've started with. So I did the deep freeze. I looked in the fridge. There's fruit in my refrigerator that I don't have written down here. So I forgot to write the word fruit. Add the word fruit there. And my pantry, I have an overflow pantry that's like all my condiments, extra mayonnaise, extra ketchup, extra jam, that stuff. So that's up in my cupboard. And then my pantry is, you know, like all my baking odds and ends, and, you know, your noodles and your soups and beans and snacks and things like that. So I did a rough idea of what I have there. I didn't write every single thing down, but I've got a rough idea of what it is. And then I decided I'd go and take a look at what I'm going to make for the week. I don't know. It seems like an awful lot of food still, but we'll see how it goes. But I took a picture for you. I just have it in my little book here, and I've got 2 weeks worth of it. So 1 week is reflective of this inventory, and then I will sort of roughly know what I've got for the next week, and I will go from there. So on this week that's coming up, you will be seeing, on Make It Monday, I'll be showing how I've made the breakfast scones. I'm going to serve it with sausage gravy on Sunday, because I film a day ahead. So we'll be having it on Sunday night, but you'll see how to make the breakfast scones on Monday. And then on the Pass or Fail, which is on Tuesday, we're going to do these twice baked spuds. And they're, I think barbecue chicken is what is in them. And I was asked to do it by a subscriber, but they didn't want to have their name printed down. So I'm just writing the word anonymous, and I'm going to try this recipe for them. Then on Tuesday, we will be having a casserole with ground chicken, rice, and veg. Now, Bill's not a huge rice lover, so I will probably take a little bit less rice for him. But what I'll do is I'll put less rice in the casserole, and then I'll leave a little extra rice, and I'll put that on my plate because I love rice. And there will be enough for leftovers on Wednesday. Then on Thursday, I'm planning on doing Denver sandwiches, like sort of like an omelet on toast. And Friday, in the freezer, I have a container of chili. And so I thought we'd have chili and chips. If I take the small container out, it'll be enough for us to have for just dinner. If I was to take the larger one out, then I could have guests over. But I don't think I'm going to have any guests over that night, so I'll probably just take the small one out. And then Saturday, we're going to have pancakes. And I do have 2 packages of just a couple of sausages, I think 5 or 6 sausages in them. And if I still have them, if Bill hasn't used them for breakfast, then I'll throw them with the sausages or with the pancakes. But if he's used them, then that's fine. We won't worry about it. But we haven't had pancakes in a while. I like pancakes for supper. All right, so that's my getting caught up on what's going on here, and I hope other people are going to join me in my challenge. And it's gonna be fun. Like you have to really think of what you're going to cook when you're cooking with what you got. All right, see you all tomorrow.